Alright, so what do you do when you have reached your investing goals? It's a question that's been on my mind for some time. And by the way, thank you guys for 4,000 subscribers. It's a nice milestone celebrated with a cigar here. Alright, back to the question. What do you do when you have reached your investment goal? Last time, in 2023, when I was in Thailand, I made a video about reaching Coast Fire back then. Basically, what that means is that without contributing a single dollar more to the account, it would have been enough to just coast with the current trajectory that was back in those days. And now, in recent times, that has changed. I did the math, I did the calculations, and it was enough to retire on in Ireland, basically, with Irish expenses. And that's quite the nice feeling. But that does not change the fact that, alright, what do you do when you reach your investment goals? Because you can't just magically flip a switch and all of a sudden, alright, now I retire, what now? You have to find certain hobbies, certain lifestyles that you yourself enjoy. And there are different ways to go about this. You can do trial runs while you are still employed, as I'm starting to do right now. So I switched from Google to a startup that's not listed on the stock exchange to get that private equity for a final chance at the higher lifestyle before exiting the workforce. If you look at, for example, the people in Nvidia who got that private equity, and when Nvidia was listed, basically 3/4 of everybody there is a millionaire, and these are people straight out of university, coders, things like that. You also have Snowflake, for example. You can get that very early start. But enough about that. How do you do the trial run, basically? So one of the things I learned from an old flatmate of mine, very, very smart guy, is that, alright, have the conversation with your manager and try to do 2 weeks of work and 2 weeks of vacation in some place. And then you can try staying at another location than your home country for a bit longer, just to experience and see how you like it, and build your opinion about the place, a lifestyle, and see if it's the right one for you. So right now, I'm in Thailand once again for a full month. I'm trying out some Muay Thai here to lose some weight. Now, what is my personal opinion on Thailand? Would I be able to retire here? The answer is right now no. Everything works perfectly with the Wi-Fi, with food, accommodation. I think that the standard of living is decent, but there are a few things lacking that, for example, I find in a country like Brazil. Would Brazil be the place? I don't know. I have to go back there, try to live there for a bit longer. And right now, I'm doing it the first time, with the 2 weeks of vacation, 2 weeks of work. And then as I show responsibility on the freedom, I can try to go back, ask for longer time. I could even ask for unpaid vacation when I've used all my vacation days. That will not be an issue. So that's a way that you can do a dry run on retirement, basically, and see how you like it. Because it's gonna be extremely hard to flip a switch and just all of a sudden stop working. And I don't want to end up like the old gentleman that I had a conversation with during my days in wealth management that was still seeking to maximize returns in their 70s. That's crazy. You should be selling those shares, buying your grandkid a Rolex, and just smoking cigars on the porch somewhere of your choosing. So that's one way to do a dry run at retirement. I've obviously heard a lot of other price suggestions from friends. For example, a friend of mine in the IT industry was hit by the layoff, and he decided to travel for a full year and see how he handled things not working. And another girl who was laid off from Meta, she tried the same for 8 months. So a layoff could also be an amazing opportunity to try to do a dry run at retirement. Alright, that's been it for this video, and as always, hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now. Bye bye.